When I was younger, one of my favorite scenes that I watched that is ingrained very strongly in this noggin was the scene with Master Roshi and Bulma way back when for the Dragon Ball. When Master Roshi had the Dragon Ball, Bulma wasn't wearing any underwear because of a Kid Goku doing all sorts of shenanigans. And then Master Roshi gets an eyeful of something he wasn't expecting and then some. And then as Bulma gets the Dragon Ball and Master Roshi's going crazy, I'm going crazy. I remember that scene vividly. It was hilarious. That's my nature. I'm not too sure. I'm a sick guy regardless. But to that day, as far as I recall, I've loved the perverted type of character in anime for a minute now. These, I think, are like the funniest dudes on the block for the most part. Whether it's Master Roshi, whether it's Jiraiya, whether it's Sanji, whether it's Meliodas, whether it's Moroku from Inuyasha, or it's Kazuma from Konosuba. Kazuma is absolutely hysterical. Kazuma is gold. Shinra Kusakabe from Fire Force, absolutely hilarious. Even Mineta from My Hero Academia, funny as all hell. And listen, for better or for worse, when I was a strapping young lad, okay, back in high school, back in middle school, I did some things. I got a lot of trouble. I ain't gonna front. I got into a lot of trouble, yo. For better, for worse, here I am today. I got my degree in engineering. I'm all right, okay? I'm doing okay. I got a pretty I would argue, a pretty good YouTube channel, a pretty good Twitch channel. Listen, I think I'm okay. Now, beyond my anime backstory, why bring this up in the first place? Well, the thing here is, obviously, there is a chock full of lewd in anime and manga, which means that the hounds will always exist in anime and manga. So, Toei Animation surprised me with Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. Look at, for example, One Piece. One Piece is my main go-to series. And One Piece got a lot of loot. Whether it's Momonosuke in the bath scene with Robin, and then you have Sanji, you have Brook, you have Kinemon freaking out. Whether it's Reiju, her clothes, Jesus.
Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy on my soul.
Delicious.
Oda was not messing around. In more ways than one, I can see that the power is real. Whether it's Nami's clothes on a regular basis, whether it's Nami's bath scenes on a regular basis, whether it's Nami's happiness punch on a Nami gets a lot of loot. Oda does not skimp on that. And as far as I recall, Nami is modeled after Chiro Oda's wife, as far as I recall.
You're a lucky man.
So, One Piece is not skimped on for Toei Animation. Toei Animation, they keep it true to form. When they go lewd, they go lewd. But doubling back to Dragon Quest, what surprised me was hearing about a lot of the censorship that was going down in Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai is actually a top 30 manga of all time in Japan, according to a poll from TV Asahi. And there's also a 1990 version of the anime as well. Just how for Hunter x Hunter, there is a 2011 version and also a 1990s version of that as well. And going into the series last year, I made the assumption that they're going to keep things true to form. Meanwhile, wouldn't they? Toei Animation, they've done a lot of lewd. They don't seem to care. And as far as I understand, it's part of the culture when it comes to the anime fans, mainly in Japan, which it is what it is. Who am I to say? Please, I'm just a victim, as I say on my streams. I'm just a victim. Who am I to say what you should or shouldn't do? I'm just a big black dude from New York. That's it. It's very simple. But that being said, when I found out that now Toshi Shida, one of the main animators for One Piece, was doing a lot of work for Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, I was on board. And I've been watching it weekly ever since it started to air last year. You can watch those on Patreon, link in the box below. And also, if you're just like me, or if you support my content, you know, because listen, being just like me is, you know, No. Don't be just like me. Please don't. If you can avoid it, absolutely. But if you do want to support your boy, give your boy a thumbs up or a thumbs up to you. I'm not biased. I'm not biased. Subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. And of course, hit on that bell to join the notification squad. Muchas gracias. Yeah. So earlier this year, after watching Dragon Quest for a few months at this point in time, a scene came up involving a new character named Monteriv. Now, Monteriv is, think of him like the Dragon Quest version of Master Roshi. Monteriv is an older dude with a lot of experience on his hands, and he is, at heart, a perv, just like Muten Roshi. And Monteriv knows Mom, the main heroine of the series. So you know this is going. You know this is going. Monteriv, he tries to go for a squeeze here or there, and then she attacks him, he dodges, and so on and so forth. And things play out as they play out. Monteriv, kind of funny dude, I ain't gonna front. Again, you know my baseline. You're fully aware. Funny dude, does his thing, help out the gang, and so on and so forth. And I move on. However, I found out soon after that apparently the scene that we get in the new Dragon Quest anime was censored from the original anime as well as the manga, which surprised me. So I checked it out. And yes, oh my goodness, yes, it was absolutely censored. Back in the day, 30 years, again, it's been 30 years, so of course times change and people change. And the boys back then and the boys now built different, built very, very differently. It is what it is. Back then, Monteriv grabs a chunk full of meat on both sides of the aisle. All right, he goes coast to coast, top to bottom. He grabs it all. Monteriv was not messing around back in the day. Absolutely not. Okay, the people of Japan back in the day were not messing around, yo. They were not. And obviously, censorship, for the most part, a lot of folks don't like. Now, I am one of those folks. For the most part, I do not like censorship. I would much rather go uncensored rather than censored. For example, Tokyo Avengers. I get it. The symbol, if you flip it and spin it, oh my goodness. 9. However, I would argue that censorship, I think, is a bad thing, okay? I'm not a fan of censorship. And yes, of course, television time slots do matter, but if Dragon Quest had these elements in the first place, in the original anime and in the original manga, and removing these elements would cause a stir in the Dragon Quest fandom, which it did in Japan, then it would seem to me that putting a show like Dragon Quest in these time slots would be a mistake. We have a situation here where fans of the series are complaining about the censorship earlier this year about Dragon Quest. And as the year progressed forward, there were several other scenes like this. Another scene involved Mom, again the main heroine, and an enemy called Flazard, where there's apparently, quote, an iconic scene where Flazard grabs her by the leg, and in the original anime,
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
again, they weren't messing around, yo. They were not messing around back in the day. The manga, 1990 anime, boom, there it is. But in the new anime, no. No. We do not get any of the sort. And once again, the complaints roll in. So in my mind, okay, they're going to censor a lot of things from the original anime, and you can understand why, but the backlash comes from both sides of the aisle. And obviously the core fan base are not happy with the censorship. And as a result of the lack of lewd, comparatively speaking to the original series, it looks like some of the characters, like for example, Pop, one of the main heroes of the show, Pop is less perverted apparently than what he is actually in the original series. A lot less of the shenanigans, a lot less of the nosebleeds, and these kind of characters tend to be one of the most popular character types in Japan. I'm not sure how popular the 2020 Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai is compared to the original anime and the manga, where the manga, again, as far as I understand, is top 30 of all time.
Nobody does it better.
That's impressive. Ain't gonna front. And if it's not as popular, then the censorship could be part of the reason why. Now, Obviously, there were other scenes like this as we move on in the series. Like, for example, Princess Leone, she was having a costume change in one of the cities, and then they did change the original costume she picked, where, again, it was a little more exposing, a little more lewd compared to what we actually got in the latest 2020 version of the Dragon Quest series. And there were some complaints here and there from Japanese fans, though various things were, I guess, more debatable in those circles, but it was relatively intriguing to see these things kind of roll through. And then we have, lately, Mom return with her new outfit, where they actually added leggings to her outfit, where in the original one and in the manga, they're bare. Now, you'd wonder, okay, King, why do you know this? Because it's my job. People tell me these things, okay? For better or for worse, I'm told, hey, yo, they censored this, that, what's on Twitter, what's on Discord. People let me know, and it catches my eye. So here we are. Well, we're not there yet, fully, because without her leggings was the old school way of doing things, okay? And again, mind you, I'm used to the censorship for Dragon Quest, but I'm still overall surprised because, again, look at One Piece. In One Piece, they just don't seem to care. Oda just does things and Toei's like, yes, master, and then it happens.
Yes, master.
And when it came to Mom's new outfit and the legging stuff and so on and so forth, well, the fans seem to be mixed on that one, from what I gather on Twitter. But then episode 37 drops of Dragon Quest. For all the time we were seeing the censorship of Toei Animation, well, maybe those complaints did get to them. I'm not too sure. But episode 37 of Dragon Quest really did surprise me, because those angles that they give Mom when she fights the superior being they were surprising. To say the least, they were very, very, very surprising. And obviously a lot of folks were abuzz on Twitter about it when it came to Mom doing the angles, and the shots they took of Mom were it caught your boy off guard. I am not gonna lie to you, I am not. And then there was one scene in particular where I was like, whoa. Hey, yo, Toei Animation. Again, I have to wonder. Maybe Toei Animation felt like they had to do that for Mom, give her a very fan service heavy episode, because there were, again, complaints about this, and obviously the complaints of the censorship would lead to people not watching the show. So maybe there was a case that it was underperforming from what they had expectations for again, a top 30 manga and a top 30 series, and it wasn't doing so hot. But when Toei Animation wanted to go Shameless, man. When Toei Animation wanted to go Shameless, woo! They went Shameless. They even had the scene where Zamza, he spits this goo on her hands, this sticky, icky goo, and then she's struggling getting this goo, this mucus off her. So to me, yes, the time slot for Dragon Quest I think is inappropriate, considering how it does have a lot more mature content within it when you look at the original Dragon Quest manga as well as the anime. But Toei Animation still trying to slide in some of that shamelessness because they understand full well what the core audience in Japan for Dragon Quest probably want. They went pretty, those, again, in the heat of the battle, in themselves they're pretty damn cool, but it's like, yo, you guys, yo, you guys, Toei,
Crazy.
Toei, we see you, son, all right? As they're dubbed at times, Chat Animation. Chat Animation was not, they were not messing around, yo. Wow. Now, to be fair, if this was her original character design that we see in the original anime, in the original manga, even in the volume covers of the original manga, if it was her original design, and then you have these same scenes, one would argue that they would be even more lewd. Absolutely. But because of the character change, they probably felt like they could do this and it would be relatively fine. Because the end result was people talking about it, without a doubt. Eyeballs were wide open. And people were looking. And people were peeping Dragon Quest. Oh. I was told there was a lot of Dragon Quest talk at that point in time. When Mom started going in against Superior Being. And I think in the grand scheme of things, from a business perspective, that was probably what they thought they had to do. Go back to the roots and be a little more shameless. So, let me know your stance on the subject matter at hand. I do expect more this than that. Maybe. It depends. My audience, I guess you guys don't really give a damn. Which, shout outs. But if you do, let me know why in the comment section down below. I'm going to see y'all later. And don't blame me. Again, remember, I am a victim. I am a victim. But I can express to you the reason why I'm a victim. I'm going to see y'all later. Take care. Have a nice one.